Hello, I hope you're doing well. It is wonderful. It is Monday, and I'm a bit late. I'm a bit late because I was running around like a headless chicken trying to get the cat fed. I didn't realize that I had. So the way the cat eats is he gets wet food in the morning and then wet food at night, and then in between she eats dry food whenever she wants to. And I hadn't noticed that her wet food was in a dire state, like as in there wasn't any. So one of the other things I will sometimes do is I'll give her like chicken or steak or something nice. And since it's our last couple of days together, I thought, you know, I'd give her steak. But I thought that was going to have to happen tomorrow because I thought I had enough wet food to tide her over, but I did not. And so today was like frantically getting the steak defrosted and trying to get it to a point where I could fry it for her. So it was sort of a disaster. But she's got food and she's happy, so that's the only thing that matters. So I'm here, and it is about half an hour past the point where I usually show up. Tonight, the idea is that we're going to play Ultima 4, but we're going to do the reverse of what we were doing. We'd been using the connection spreadsheet to like get to a place and then look inside and see if there was anything there. But our connections were a bit wonky, so we kept on crisscrossing the walls, going from place to place, going, look, there's something we can do here. But what I did last night, and we spent like about an hour and 20 minutes doing it, is we reconfigured the connection spreadsheet so that now there's endings, and so like we can just go in the order that we encountered places. Like we can go to Moonglow, see if there's something we still need to do there, move to Lyceum, see if there's something we can do there, and then do it in a way that's not like completely stupid. So that is the plan. There's still stuff that is outstanding where there's question marks in the spreadsheet. We don't know where those things are, and I'm a little worried about those. But some of them have definite endpoints. Like some of them end up in dungeons, and we can probably pursue that. So that's today's plan. I'm gonna set up a timer because I forgot to do that. Hold on. And then we're just gonna play the game. So give me a second or so. Oh, wait, I forgot that you are hearing me do. Please quest 2 points in real life, and no one wants to hear that. Wow. Hang on a second. Okay. So that's infinitely better. Let me do some housekeeping. I had this set up. There we go. Okay. Let me fill that out. And then let me not forget, because I've been forgetting the last couple of days. So there we go. And I am gonna do this. Let me get the spreadsheet up and going. Why is that? Oh, sure. Uh, You know what I think that we should start by doing before we do anything else, actually? Let me show you what I'm thinking about. So, this is the world map, right? Let me get going here. And on this world map, there's dungeon entrances. Like, we know about a couple of them. Well, we don't know about all of them, but we know about a couple of them. Close this here so I don't have to deal with it. So, like, for example, we know about deceit here, and we know about covetous. Where is covetous? We know about covetous here. I propose that one of the things that I think that we should actually do today is we should figure out where the other dungeon entrances are. We know this is probably Hylosoth, whatever it's called. We suspect that's its name. And I think I want to tackle that one last specifically because getting out of here is such a complete mission. We would have to physically park the balloon here to get out of here. Because the only other way to get out of here is to die, right? And there's no good or easy way to die to get out of here. I mean, I suppose that's not true. We could end up in the dungeon and just find the first monster we've encountered and then die to that. Um, but if we're going to go there, we're going to do that last. So one of the other things I propose that we do is just look for the dungeon entrances. So let me just see. I know that there's nothing here because we walked that up and down. And I don't suppose, I mean, it doesn't make sense that they would put all the dungeon entrances on top of each other. So, like, the seat is here. I don't doubt very much whether or not there would be any more dungeon entrances here. But the thing that's interesting about all the dungeon entrances that we've seen so far is that they are in mountainous terrain. So, like, for example, the seat is over here and it is near a mountain. And if you think about covetous, it is over here and it's near a mountain. So maybe we need to start by just examining all the mountainous terrain here. I don't think that there's anything there. And I don't think there's anything here. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, that bodes well for not having a dungeon there. I don't believe there's a dungeon entrance here. It's funny, like, come to think of it, that there isn't a dungeon here near Loch Lake because Loch Lake seems almost primed for having something like that. There isn't a dungeon entrance, and again, it's surprising, sort of, I guess. There's a dungeon entrance here. Okay, well, that's easy enough to get to. Alright, so there's a dungeon entrance here. And I want to say that's the only dungeon entrance that we're missing. No, this is another one. So we can get to this one quite easily, and then we can walk up to this one quite easily. And I think that probably does it for dungeon entrances. I'm just going to check. Because again, this little area seems like it would be primed for a dungeon entrance. But no, there's just nothing there. Oh, hey, look at this nonsense. How do we get there? Oh, we can just go. Okay, that's much less silly than some of the other places that we've seen. That's doable. We would have to take the boat to get here, though. Because there's no other way to get to there. There's just water there. Oh, and hey, look at this nonsense. And you'd be stepping on crud. I don't see a dungeon there. And we know that the stud is down there. Is there anything here? No. And here, this almost, well, okay, there's a altar there. So naturally there wouldn't be anything there. There's nothing here. I can't tell it, well, I say that if I just turn off this layer. Oh, okay. Sure, there's nothing there. And there's nothing there. Okay, well, I think we've got our homework cut out for us. There's a... I'm going to go for the difficult one first, so we're going to aim to get here first. So I need to see this. Okay, let me fire up the game. I know 100% like what we're doing now to begin with. There. Okay, let's hunt down some dungeons. Sure. Why? What was the last thing we were doing? We were looking at, this is you. We were looking in you for something. I don't remember what though. Oh, I didn't mean to run away. That's terrible. Running away docks us avatar points, and we don't want to get docked avatar points. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna make our way to the boat, because that's the first easiest thing to do here. How are we doing for health? We're not doing super well. Isn't the boat here? The boat is here. So, like, there are two ways of approaching this. We could just sail around the continent, which might be actually faster, or we could sail to the right and then come out the other side. That would take us exactly to the spot we wanted to be. Now, I'm going to just do that. I'm going to sail to the right. I'm going to sail to the right predominantly because it is a little bit less silly than going on the continent. Because there's, like, bits that you just have to be aware of at the bottom of the continent itself. There's one other thing that I want to kind of do. I want to see if I can work out where I think the nightshade is. Because it gave us a latitude and longitude value. And so I think that if we just plug that into not the map strictly speaking, but if we look at what we're looking at in terms of quadrant size, like I propose, for example, actually that's the thing that we should really do. That is a thing that we should really do. We should figure out where the upper left-hand corner of the map is. I'm going to do that now because that's like, of the things we have to do, that's the least it's the least kind of silly. Where is this? Oh, that is Geelong. Sure. We sailed south a lot. Oh, hold on. I want to get out of here, actually, because he's going to kill me. And that's going to be a problem. I thought about that for a minute. I was like, you know, wait a second. That's a terrible life idea. Because the hull of the ship had been at city for a second there. And that means that we would have died. It is 100% not worth it. Okay, so wait, where are we? I want to find the upper left-hand corner of the map. Oh, that's going to be very difficult, actually. How many squares do I have to sail to get there? Oh, it's also difficult to tell that. It's one, maybe it's like, I'll know once we get there. This is actually there, hold on. So it's one, or I will have to fight this guy first. Sure, exit, give me this. Oh my god. We're not lining up because I keep going right and he keeps going left. Of course. Oh, I'm poisoned. Great. Yes. This is starting off well. I like it. Okay, so I think that I'm correct in... Oh, of course I'm poisoned. I'm standing in the muck. Yeah, I mean, that's on me. Wow. If I'd parked us somewhere else, we would have been safer. Is this the same space? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, okay. So if we go... This is 1, 2... I'm gonna say that this is... It's technically 3, and I think this is technically 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we go... And now I need to go up a lot. Like, I don't know how far up I need to go. Is there any mark? There is no marker. Okay. Well, ain't this a problem? I'd have to count squares. That's what I'd have to do. And there's no good or easy way to do that without taking... So, let me show you what I'm thinking. Because it makes more sense that way. So, on the map, if we zoom out, right now it's a little difficult to see. Well, okay, hang on, let me start by going in. So, if we look at... It's gonna give us a square. And we'll make the square some kind of very awful color here. Let's make it like Lumo green. Actually, Lumo green might be difficult to see. Let's make it yellow. Sure. Perfect. So if we take this here, that's not a very good active representation of what I mean entirely. But if we take the square here, and we just assume that this is like one of the tiles that we're working with, right? Because that looks about correct. It's not probably absolutely correct. But what I'm trying to figure out where this upper left-hand corner is positionally. And the easiest way to do that would just be to draw a bunch of squares upward and then count the squares, right? Because we know that I want to say that we're on the left-hand side here. Although, now that I look at it, it's probably 2 squares, not... It's maybe 3 squares. We just lift this up and stick it here. It's 3 squares, okay. So, we're on the left-hand side of this map, right? We are here. And what we want to do is we want to count squares upward so we can get to here, so I can work out if this is ordinal position with a sextant AA. So what I think that it makes sense to do to work that out is to say use and then the sextant. Oh, not a usable item. Are you sure? I'm now doodling with this. You know, I bet you anything. There's a dedicated key for the sextant. And I just didn't remember that it existed because we've only used it once. Where are my notes? Notes. I bet you any amount of money. Like a cent or so. Yes, there is. Okay, so if we use, and I've said before, and I'll say it again, I don't know if the sextant, because, oh, it shows up, okay. So we need to watch this number here, because it could just be that there is only one sextant per use, and it costs 900 gold to get a sextant. So it's very possible that we use the sextant here, and the sextant just blows up, and it goes, "Ah, good, you've used me, and we'll never see you again." And we'll have to go buy another sextant. So what I'm prepared to have happen here is I'm going to save. We're going to press L. So this looks like CK and AA. The latitude is... longitude is, I think, Y, and latitude is X. I've never used this framing for anything before, so I could be wrong. Is latitude X or Y? X represents longitude. Oh, well, it's the other way around. Sure, okay. So I thought that longitude would be, because the word long suggests going down, but longitude is actually X and latitude is actually Y. That's a little strange. Like, when I think about this ordinal position, CK doesn't seem right for where we are on the left-hand side of the map. So, okay, let's see if this changes. If we go like... I should have counted that. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Well, we won't know, will we? Because there's going to be a point where the C vanishes. So let's say we talk about... because this game is very fixated on 8s. So maybe let's just try and go 8 up. So we're going to start here, because this gives us 8. So it's 1... Actually, before we even do that, let's see if we can get... yeah, this is CO. So I'm correct, and I think that everything is in 8s. So let's just see where it turns into C... okay. There's CN. Oh, it's actually even... it's even smaller than that. Because... so... what this is showing us is that each letter, I think, is 26. Because if we go, let's reverse pause for a minute. This is OJ. Wait a minute. I want to go down. Oh, what? Why is it suddenly EI? I'm trying to figure out where it changes over. There's EC, EB, EA. So now I think that what should happen is... oh, that was... I was reading it as O. It's actually D. So this should be D. Okay, so we got D and P. So P is the lowest letter downward. So let's just figure out where P is in the alphabet. P is 16. Oh, it is just 8s. Look at that. So P is 16. So every... so we can actually work out where AA is. I mean, when I say AA, what I really mean is on the y-axis we can work out where A is, because we just need to go up. Right. Go. Hello. I didn't see you there. That scared me actually. So like here, this was D. Actually, it's a C because we went through P at some point. And if we go upward now, there's B, A, O. One, two, three, four. There we go. Okay, so the upper left-hand corner, I was right. So if we look at the map again. Oh, sorry. If we look at the map again, and we take that square that we had, I'm just gonna find the square. Where's the square? Here it is. Okay, so if we take the square and we plop it here, right, what we're looking at is AA. And if we go down, we would get AB, and if we go down again, we get AC, and so on. And the same is true if we go to the right. So this is BAB, but it would be AB on the longitude scale. So longitude is, I'm actually going to have to write this down because I'm going to make myself so confused. So I'm going to add a spreadsheet entry at the very end of the sheet. I'm going to just add an explanation. Actually, coordinates, let's call it that. Ultima uses coordinates. Okay, let me actually bring this up so you can see what I'm doing. Everybody Gamer says, hello Lost Wolf, hello, it's good to see you, I hope you're doing well. So, in Ultima 4's universe, right, I'll just make all of these up to, let's say, well, I don't actually think I need to do that, let's just make all of these B16, because I'm only really going to use the left-hand column. There aren't going to be like headers here or anything. Here, so now it's readable for you. So the way Ultima 4 uses coordinates is it uses a system of latitude and longitude, where values for X are on the longitude axis, where values for Y are on the latitude axis. Each coordinate pair is given to us as letters, where A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3, up until P, which is 16. So the game can write coordinates such that we see it's gonna go by latitude first, lat A P, long C D, say. And this would translate to lat 116 long 3 4. Okay, so now it sort of makes sense. So what we're going to have to do at some point, I'm gonna have to, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't even know if I will bother doing it, because I think that we can do guesswork to get here. But what we should technically do to this map that we're not doing right now is I need to extend this by however big these squares are in every direction on the left and on the top. And then we have to add in like the numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on. And on top of that, maybe also like A, B, C, so we can keep track of what we're doing. That's actually not good enough. It would have to be, this would have to be A, B, A, C, A, D going right. So if we started here, we would have to have above this, we would write A, and then above this we would write AB, and above this we would write AC. And that would be the only way to sort of solve for X here. So sure, I'm gonna just get rid of this, it's not helpful. Delete. Oh no. Oh boy. That's not what I wanted at all. Oh, well, I guess. Well, you know what? Here, this is what I'll do. I just won't save the changes to the map because they're not important. Okay. So, okay, that's thing number 1 done. We've worked out how the latitude and longitude system works, because I think that's not real important. There's only 1 or 2 things that we know of that use the latitude and longitude system anyway. But what we want to do is we want to sail back downward, because we had a mission that we weren't actually completing over here, and I think it is just down south here. And if we go not here, we go down south a little bit more, like over here, say. Hi. Oh, hang on. If we go a little bit south here, I think this is correct. Yes, and then we get to here, we'll find like a whole splotch of land. Oh, whoa, buddy, get away from me. Oh my god, such torture. Anyway, so if we go here, and we just follow the street, so to speak. Oh, I don't like this. Wow. Oh, I did not know that. That's good intelligence, but also kind of terrible. I don't know if you saw that. I shot with the ship's cannons, and there was a chest there, and I blew up the chest. I didn't know you could do that. That's actually new knowledge that we didn't know before. Anyway, so what I really want to do is I want to be in here. Oh lord, hi. He did kind of a number on the ship's hull. And the reason I want to be in here is because this is the most difficult dungeon to get to. Come here. There. Okay, well, we're gonna take some pain here because poison. I'm not gonna cure the poison immediately. We are in the dungeon shame. Let's exit. Oh, I ignited a torch by accident. Okay, so that's the dungeon shame. Let's put that in on our map. You need to see the map. Oh, you didn't see what I did. I'm so sorry. Hang on. I came around the corner, came in here, went to the dungeon, looked around for a second, it was completely dark, and then came back out. Sorry. My bad. Where's a dungeon entrance we can borrow? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, and I mustn't forget to show you the game once I'm done here, is I'm just adding shame to the map. Because this is actually good information. Okay, shame is here. There we go. This is the dungeon shame. I'm gonna add this at the top so we don't forget that there's poison down there. Because I will forget. It will be a thing that will happen. We will go a walk in one day and I'll be like, yay, the dungeon shame. And then we'll step on the icky goop. Die. I guarantee it. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, very good. And I need this color. And we are just gonna add text to here. This is the dungeon shame. Except smaller. There we go. Sham. That looks pretty okay. Let's save. Okay, let me show you the game. So the next place that we wanted to go, we can actually just come around this corner and get out this. Yeah, we can come around the corner and get out the boat, because if we board the boat here and we just go up this way, there's actually just grass that we can walk on, so it's fine. Wow, okay, hi. Oh no, don't run away. Oh my god, that makes everything so complicated. So the next... Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh. The next dungeon we want to go to is... It's kind of far away. Where did I say it was? It's kind of far away. Okay. So we need to walk up north from where we are. And then there's like all these mountains here. And then there's this whole thing. Okay. Oh, I'm poisoned. I'm asleep. I slept again. I had aged twice by accident. And so it's just going to tell us that we can't sleep. It will be very upset, yes. And if we just follow this up and to the north, what ends up happening is it curves to the left here. And then there's this mountain range here. Oh god, get away from me. Actually, we need to spend money, because we're about to hit a point where we have too much money. And then there's a dungeon here, so enter. This is the dungeon wrong, so let's get out of here. Let me add that onto the map. So I'm on the right line. Oh, thank the Lord. I always worry when I'm doing this that I'm going to be on the incorrect layer, and then we're going to have a problem much later on because we are gonna have to. We need to look at both layers of the map. Color picker. Because we're not out of the woods yet, we don't have full knowledge of what we're seeing. So I want to add let's put this. I didn't realize that the W there was going to be so wide. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. That looks okay. And I like it, sure. Let me show you this. And then the only other dungeon is, where did I see it? It was to the right of here. Where did I see it? Oh no, I don't remember where I saw it. Sorry, hang on. There's a technical hold up here while I look for the last dungeon that we're missing. Because we saw 3 dungeons when we were looking. And they were all in somewhat technically logical places. Maybe it's to the left of where I am. Maybe I just got it wrong. Literally is wrong as well. The dungeon names. Where did I see it? I feel so stupid. Oh, it's Hylosoth. That's the one. Actually, we're not missing a dungeon. We've just got to do a crazy, like, wild madcap adventure. Because what we've got to do now, I think... Let me just consult with the internet. Dungeon. despise, we've got discard, we've got deceit, we've got wrong, we've got shame, we got covetous. Oh, okay, sure. We don't have Holocaust and Stygian Abyss because I want to say that the two things are separate and different. So I think that, yeah, okay, so the very next thing we're going to have to do is a bit of a sheer disaster. Because what we have to do, let me show you the map. So our balloon is like more or less here in this little area. And we got to take the balloon down and to the right. We actually need to park it here. Then we need to get into the dungeon. This is the fastest way of doing this. We need to get into the dungeon. We need to get out. We need to get the balloon back to where we can find mainland. It doesn't matter where on the mainland it is, as long as it is on the big bolus of continent up here. Because anywhere on this continent is fine, because we can always find our way to the ship from wherever we are. So, oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this. Okay, let me show you the game. Let me save. Wow, okay. Not looking forward to this at all. There are two things we need to do. One thing is we need to spend money. So I'm going to actually stop in at, I think, Britannia has a store where we can buy food. I'm just going to buy as much food as I can. And we'll never need to buy food again, and that's perfect. But the idea will be that we're at a point where we can't collect any more money. Because the way this game's overflow and underflow work. I don't think it's as bad as Ultima 2 and 3. Like, I think that they're now checking for underflow and overflow numbers. Because they've probably got, you know, people saying, hey, there's a bug here. But we don't want to tempt fate. Because if we tempt fate, we will have to do the section of the game over again, and it's not worth it. Isn't this where I'm a little confused? Did I make the same mistake again? Oh, I don't know where we are. Oh, okay, sure. There's a bridge here, yes. And then if we go to the left. And then we keep going to the left. We should just end up... Really? Hang on. What? I don't know where we are. I physically do not know where we are on this map. Oh, it could be... Hold on. No, I don't know where we are. Hold on. Oh. Okay, so there's a little village or town there. We must be... Oh, we went way south. Yeah, we went way south because that's Scarborough, the upper left hand. In the upper left hand corner where I was looking upward, where we saw the moon gate, that's Scarborough. So we went too far south. So here there's a bunch of mountains here, and if we go right and up, yeah, there we go. This looks kind of more correct. Yes, because there we go. There's the balloon. Hooray, at last I know where we are. All I want to do is get to Britannia so that we can buy food so we don't tempt fate too much. I gotta not forget that we parked the boat somewhere awkward too. Yeah, the boat's just not here anymore. Come this way. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna tempt fate super quickly. I'm gonna get to 9999. I'm just gonna see if the game underflows. And we'll save here because we're very close to 9999. And so if it underflows or overflows, at least we have a save game from before that happened. Yeah, that's about as close as I'm willing to risk it. 9962 is a good number. Because this is, I mean, it's another piece of knowledge, right? It gets us free information. And the free information is, oh god, something bad has happened. I want to fight this thing, actually. This is kind of fine. Ready my stuff. Because that way we won't actually kill these things when we hit them. Okay, now we need to get out of here. Wait, what? Hold on. I don't want to kill them, that's the thing. Okay, good. The one's running away. Oh, boo. Get out of here. I don't have to kill this guy, but that's okay because it gets us a boat that's kind of close by. Oh. I'm so used to having the wand that I thought we had the wand on us. So we're at 9999 now. And we were, I think, already there a fight or so ago. Oh, okay, good. So, great. The chest holds 33 gold, but you don't see it because they fixed the underflow and overflow issues. Now, it could be, I don't know if this is the case, it could be actually that the VGA patch that we applied to the game fixed this issue again, like it did in Ultima 2 and 3, but I don't know. So, cool. The issue where we have to buy food is not an issue. We're just gonna not have gold as long as we don't empty out our coffers. Because if we have this amount of gold, we are never seeing new gold because all of the rest just gets thrown away. So it might actually behoove us to buy not all of the food, but a lot of the food. Alright, we're where I want us to be, which is Castle Britannia. I'm going to take a 10-minute break very quickly. I'm going to walk around, get some water and do all that. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to go up to the north. I wonder if the easiest way to do it is just not to save. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to save. We'll go into the dungeon. We'll have a save game here. We'll go into Britannia's entrance to Hylos Hostel. If it is Hylos Hostel, I'm not sure. But we'll go into that, we'll label it, and then we'll kill the game and then come back because we will have a save game right here. Because all we want is information. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay. Before I left for the 10-minute break, Great Betty Gamer says, see you in a few. I am back. Alright, so hang on a second. I just realized something. I'll be 2 seconds. Not even, maybe more than 2 seconds, but not very long. Hold on. Okay, see, didn't even take that long. So, what I propose that we do is, I propose that we just go into the secret entrance here. I think it's on... I think it's... Well, the spreadsheet will tell us, won't it? That was why we actually made the spreadsheet. Right, okay, so there's a hidden door here. That's the one that leads to the treasury. I think we need to go... Where is it? Where was this hidden entrance? It terminates here. Does it though? I don't think so. I think this might be a floor below me. I think that it is a floor below me. Hang on. Get out of the way. Go, go, go. Wow. You guys are so frustrating. Because... Right, because there was a entrance to here from below me, right? So we had to open a door to get there though, so we had to go, it was here. Maybe it isn't here, maybe it is on this floor. Maybe it's on the other side. Maybe it's like... Yes, actually this is it. Because there's a exit here that takes me... Oh, Isn't there just a dude down here? Yes, there is. There we go, okay. And then there's the water here. And then, isn't there an exit? There we go, okay. And then this guy, yes, okay. Oh, at last. Okay, so open the door, we can't, we got a jimmy lock, yeah, okay. Now it's open. And we're going to just drop into here, descend. This is the depth, so I assume that this is Hylothos. Or the Abyss. It might also be the Abyss. Do I have an exit spell? I do not. Okay. Let's make an exit spell. Spells, exit, Sulphurous Ash, Spider Sulk, and Blood Moss. And then we're going to cast exit. We're going to enter. It is Hylothos. Okay, cool. So let's kill the game, because that was always the plan. And we should be, yes, okay, perfect. So let's pull this in on the map. How do you spell that? It is Hyth, because it's Hythloth. Hyth. And then we're just gonna stick this like here. Alright. This isn't the Abyss. I'm gonna bet you any amount of money that the Abyss is here. We'd have to remove this here, and then we'll find that there's a dungeon entrance underneath there. That's surprising technology for this game to have, really. But that's kind of what I'm expecting to have happen. So we are going to have to come, like the only way that I can see that we're going to do that is I'm going to grab the boat, we're going to come down here, I'm going to zip into there, we're going to take a whole lot of pain, we're going to walk, I don't know if it's going to work, we're going to walk down to here, I have to make a dispel before we get there, and then we're going to see if this is a dungeon entrance. I think this is the Abyss now that we know that this is Hythloth, however you say it. Oh my god, that name though. So, alright, let's see if we can get that to work out. There was a boat that we parked here around the corner. I'm auto pressing G for get money from the chest, but it's pointless because we're not getting anything out of that. I'm gonna sleep here because we need to have as much HP as we possibly can when we set foot there. So board. I don't quite know where this is. I'm just gonna go to the right a lot. And then once we hit, because at some point we will hit the Moonglow area. And then from there we can just go downward. Today isn't actually what I wanted to do. What we're doing now is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do other stuff, but it is productive, so it's fine. Where's this? There's a little island due in the middle of the sea. Okay, so if we just keep going right, we should eventually hit Moonglow. Oh. Please die. Don't hit me with your sidelong nonsense. Oh my god. Get out of here. Okay, so here is Moonglow. I mean, I say that. It's more or less Moonglow. And if we just sail south. Is that correct? Yes, if we just sail south. We'll end up at the correct spot. There's one mild problem with this idea. Uh-oh. Please don't kill me. I'm gonna close with this guy. That's bad. Because now we have to go all the way back to... The ship sinks. We've never seen this. But we've never seen that line. That's frustrating because it means we have to do all that sailing again. Gross. I should have saved somewhere on the sea. But I'm also just terrified that this is not going to work out. So, there is that. It's okay if they close with me, because if they close with me, at least we're losing my HP, not the boat's HP. The boat has much less HP, and so losing it is sort of tragedy, because it means we have to start this whole operation from scratch. But losing my HP is fine, because there's so much of it. I mean, I say that. It's not enough, quite frankly. If we can get the last point of Avatardom, it would help so much because he'd have 800 HP and we'd be fine, but you know. So what I'm gonna do, I think, some of the reason why I wasn't saving was because I just wanted an exit at the castle. Because that way we can do the next thing on the list I want to tackle, which is start closing some connections. But I guess we're not going to do that. What I'm going to do is we're going to save like on the... Oh god. We're going to save on the island. No. Actually, that would be a terrible place to save. I'll save here. We're going to go south. We're going to save before we actually exit the vehicle. Because that way we have the most HP. And we don't have to worry about poison yet. Because I don't think... Oh boy, hi. I don't think that it will let me sleep. But we'll have to cure poison immediately afterwards. So, okay, this is where I want to be. And then I want to go around this corner, because what there is there's a big gap where we can just sail inside. And it is around here. There we go. This is the one. Oh boy, hi. I think this is doable. Like, it's garbage, but it's doable. Oh yeah, this is totally doable, because check it out. What we can just do is we can hop from boat to boat. Wow. This is comically stupid, actually. I don't want to be in this boat. I'm a little worried about being in this boat, actually. Get me out of here. Blow that boat up for me. Thank you. You're doing me a solid. Although, oh boy. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well that's alright, because the nearest save game we have is not so far away. I think what we should be doing is closing with every boat. We shouldn't actually let them fire on us, because closing on every boat is actually bad. Because the boats only have so much HP, and HP is not enough when there's that many boats. So we're gonna sail to here, and then we're gonna save, because at least that's closer. In fact, hang on, we can get a little bit closer than that. We can get to... We can get to here, and we can save. Oh? Oh. Oh, this is actually a very terrible place to be. There's too many boats. Get me out of there. I just want to heal the ship's hull. Oh, let's slip the dogs of war. That's pretty bad, actually, because now there's just a whole host of them. Come this way. Okay, I'm gonna save because that's like fewer boats. Oh god. I don't think I should risk. They should blow that up for me. Oh, they're not gonna do that? Because that would be so much easier if they did that. Like... Okay, let me go up here. Let me sail around here. That's sort of a problem. Hi. Don't get out of the line of fire. What are you doing? Oh my god, that's cheating. Thank you. Okay. Can we... There we go. Okay. Can I sail in here yet? Oh, there's still boats, but I don't think there are as many. Oh. This whole thing is a little silly. Again, I think that it behooves us to let them come to me. Like, I don't even think I should blow that ship up unless I know that we're going to be able to shoot first. Okay, let me get out of here. Well, that was a little better. I think we let too many boats out, that's the problem. So we need to go like by degrees. I actually also just think that my first supposition was the most correct. We need to close with them and not actually have them close with us, because it's a lot easier for us to kill them if we board the ship that they're on, like here. And then we just back away from here. Having two boats between us is sort of optimal. I shouldn't be sitting here though, this is a bad place to be. Yeah, that's a bad place to be. Okay, cool. Lesson learned. We need to be up and above so that as they come out, we can kill them. So like being here is sort of optimal. Man, I want these guys to come after me, but I don't want to actually make it so that it's a mess. There we go. Oh god. There we go, okay. This is a dangerous boat to be on, by the way. Because the boat that we're on right now is actually going to sink. Boat. Boat me. It's like King Me, but different. Okay. Come here. Oh my god. This guy doesn't want to close with me. Come this way. Okay. This is our original boat, and it still has 50, so I'm gonna save. Because there's just one boat at this point, I'm gonna try and kill them. Come here. Oh my god. You're making it so difficult. Alright, let's see what we have. There's still boats, okay. We should never be there. That's such a terrible idea. I'm gonna close with this guy. Okay. Boat? Boat. Oh, I shouldn't be there. I'm gonna close this guy. While I'm doing this, hang on. Oh, okay, good. Oh. I think... There we go, that's perfect. I wonder if there's just an endless supply of boats there. Like, you kill, like, 2 or whatever, and suddenly there's 50 of them. I'm making the mistake. Get me out of there. Come on. One of you's got to decide that you're interested. It's not that difficult. I don't know if there's one. There isn't. Okay. Let's heal this boat up. I'm so grateful, because it looked like in the manual they were saying, hey, if you lose your boat's just gone, and there's only so much hull on the boat, and the boat doesn't get repaired. And I was very worried, in fact, that the way ship combat would inevitably end up working is that once you lost hull, you could just never restore it. And so you'd be constantly in this battle of, oh no, the boat's gonna die, I need to find a place to land, or we're gonna be screwed. This is bad, actually. Okay. I should never actually be in that channel until we know that the coast is absolutely clear. Because that's just, it's a death trap. We're not close to any other boats that we can hop to. Sorry, so I was having this thought about how the ship combat worried me immensely, because the way I thought it was going to work was that you didn't have a fixed amount of hull, and then once the hull was gone, you'd be dead, because you could never repair it. We can take one more hit. And so I was very worried that the ship combat would be super tedious, because you'd keep dying on the ocean. Okay, cool. What's going on in here? There's still... Okay, there's fewer boats. Them closing with me is actually sort of okay. It's not great though, because it means that there's a boat in a channel. I'm gonna get into this boat here because it has 50 hull. Blow it up. I'm right here. There we go. Okay. Oh god. Oh lord. That was so sad. I went down. It was a mistake. I should never have gone down. We must just wait for them. We can be patient. The other thing is, we mustn't go chasing too many ships. Like bringing 6 of them like I did there is always just invariably a mistake. Bringing 1 or 2 is fine. I need to sail up. Actually, you know what we should be doing? We should be closing with that guy. That might be like the big boat, the boat that ends all boats. Maybe what we should actually do is... Yeah, okay, hang on. I have an idea. It's not a super good idea. I don't think I can make my idea work though. No, I can't make my idea work. My idea was to make a boat bridge so that we can get here and then like slowly but surely lure out the big boat and then just kill it by landing with it, like connecting with it. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh no. This is terrible. These last couple of boats are going to be sheer torture. I was trying to go towards the guy so I could close with him, so that we could do that trick again. But the wind is the other issue here. The wind keeps working against you. Yeah, the wind just screwed me there. The wind, man, it's the final boss of all these games. There's no two ways about it. Every time that there's wind in a game like this, it makes me want to scream, because it means that you're fighting against the inertia of the wind. And that's just, it's not a fun game design mechanic. It just isn't. There's so many ways you can slice this idea, and none of them are, hey, make the game worse by including a ship mechanic that also has the wind attached to it. Oh yeah, wow. I think there's one boat, like a big boat, and I think this is the big boat. Yeah, get me down there. But I also noticed a funny thing. So this ship, check its hull, is 31. If I step out of the ship and I step back into it, well, hang on. If I step back into this one and step back into this one, it's 50. That's actually good information to have. These ships are also close together that I could probably just close with all of them. So, oh boy, hold on. Oh my god. Give me ship. I don't want to be here. Actually, think that this is a terrible life idea. I can do one more hit. Okay, cool. So let's heal the ship. Oh god, get me back to safety. Come on. Psst, psst, psst. You're like a little cat. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, well, that's much easier. Let's go see what we're dealing with. Oh. Oh, I actually just think that there's never-ending boats here. Because this is the same number of boats that we had before. Yeah, I think that's just endlessly spawns boats. Oh, this is actually very bad. We don't have a setup yet. Get me here. I don't know which boat I'm on. Come on. Oh, I missed one shot there. I can do one more. Okay, both of those are repaired. The weird bit of irony here. Oh god, get me out of there. Get me out of there. The weird bit of irony is, as we fight these guys, because they're all thief class guys, they're slowly but surely stealing my money. Especially if we close with them, then they're taking all my money. So I'm starting to think that this is just an endless array of boats. Oh, we shouldn't be here. Go. Come here. There we go. I want to heal your boat. I want to heal this boat. So we could just be here forever, blowing away boats. Wow, yeah, that's a parade of boats. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to think that there's very different. Hold on a second, sorry. Sorry about that. I saw out of the corner of my eye that I was in Lord British's castle because I was walking up and down. It was a call I had to take. And I was like, oh, so that's what happens when you don't actually man the keyboard and are at sea and there's thousands of boats. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just get us up and going again. I'm going to give us like 10 extra minutes because I had to walk away for 10 minutes. Sorry about that. Oh, pardon me. And what we're going to do is just see what we can see here. I do think that there's just an endless parade of boats. I'm starting to think that it's a fool's errand trying to sort this whole thing out. Come here. Okay. Perfect. I'm making a mistake, by the way, by going this far in. Oh my god. We're just chasing this man around. Well, I mean, if he wants to be there, that's fine. Saving is a terrible idea. Okay. If I can, I can't. I'm sure I can't. Let's take this boat out of here. Should be mindful of where we're at. Oh. Come this way. Come on. I believe in you. You can do it. Thank you. That's so much better. I don't actually want to blow up. I can blow up this boat. Oh yeah, we're slowly but surely losing money. Come on, guy. That was actually not perfect. Like, it was a whole string of them just all lined up. It would be nice if we could get a whole string of them going to the mainland. I don't think that that's possible, but that would be optimal. Come on. Come here. I want a lot of you. There we go. Okay. This is a terrible idea, by the way. Oh, you see what it's doing? You can see it. So here's the first three. If you go here and then you come back here, and you don't actually shoot them, you will end up with a whole horde of boats. So I think that this is just a fixed number of boats that keep respawning. Oh god. Okay, yes. I think that this is just a fixed number of boats that keep respawning. And I don't think that we should do it this way. I don't think we can do it this way. Okay. So what I want to do is not a thing that we can do. Let me show you what I'm trying to do, because it will make more sense that way. So what I'm trying to do is there's a entrance to here. Like I said, all I want to do is go to the right over here, step off here, and then come up this way. Sorry, no, down this way into here, because I think that this is the only way to do this, because I don't see any other way to get to here, because I want to see if this specific spot here leads to a dungeon. But approaching, you know what we could do? I mean, it's going to be so difficult, but what we could do is where we know that the boats spawn, because we've seen the pattern now. If we could park a boat on each of those spots, it can't spawn there. So that would be the optimal thing to do. Oh. Okay. This is kind of perfect. Okay. I'm not going to save, because saving is a terrible idea here. Oh, we're going to die. Check it out. Because we don't have... There must be like a ward against fire. And if we walk on these tiles, I'm pretty sure we're going to take a whole lot of pain. I think this is going to be like a tiny net, which is a death sentence. I'm gonna mix. We've got the spell. Okay, so I want to step here. Yeah. Okay, cast the spell. Is this a dungeon entrance? It's not a dungeon entrance. Weird. I would have thought that would be a dungeon entrance. Okay, that's information though. That's good to know. Hold on a second. If this is not a dungeon entrance... Wait, maybe it is a dungeon entrance. No. I was going to say, maybe it's just a hidden spot where you could descend. There are another couple of spots that are like this, that terminate specifically in... Yeah, there's... Okay, so let me show you the picture of the map. There's another couple of spots. So over here, this was a field, right? This little spot here was a field. And there's another couple of spots like that up here and up here. Now, I don't think that these are dungeon entrances, and the reason why I don't think that they're dungeon entrances is because all the dungeon entrances have been on tiles that are also mountains. And I doubt that this is a tile that is... it may be that this is mountain. Okay, so let's cast Cure. Oh. I'm gonna sleep here. I'm gonna cast healing. I'm gonna try and sleep here. I'm not gonna save. Saving is a terrible idea. Okay, sure, let's run up this way. That's not a dungeon entrance, okay. That's not a dungeon entrance. Okay, that's cool. That's actually good to know. All of that's good to know. I'm just looking at the island. It could be... It could be that if we knew the word, maybe one of the tiles would change. Like, so, let me explain what I'm thinking. Oh, sorry, you didn't see what happened. I walked to that spot on the map, cast the spell, and then I walked to... Yeah, I walked to the spot on the map over here, cast the spell at the northern part. Oh god. The game is freaking out. And then I walked over here, and then cast the spell up there, right? And so now, what I'm thinking is that it's possible that if you end up on this tile over here and you say the whole of the word, this opens up and becomes an entrance. Or if you are here and you say the word, you get an entrance. Or over here you would get an entrance. Maybe that's what's going on. But we haven't disentangled the word, so there's no way for us to know this. So alright, what I'm going to do is we're going to bail. I'm going to actually not have a start here, because it's so dangerous. I'm going to get us to Castle Britannia. Is this a good way to go to get to Castle Britannia? It really isn't. Actually, maybe it is, because we can go around the continent here, and we can end up... Where am I? We went... Where am I? There's a mountain range. There's a mountain range, and there's... I don't actually know where we are. Oh lordy. Oh, I know where we are. Okay, we do need to go this way. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Oh god. Don't connect with me. Because I doubt that's going to take me to Ambrosia. Oh my god. I'm so afraid of the vortex. Exit. Give me this. I'm gonna save because I'm a little bit terrified. Okay, I want to go around this corner. Is there? Yes, there is. I want to go around this corner. And then as long as we're going around this corner, we should be able to go, is this, yes. I just hit F for fire cannons, and we can't do that when we're on land. We go, oh, hold on. Oh, I shouldn't even bother with the money. We got 999. We go down here and we go south. And then we go west. That's correct, right? Yes, west. Oh my god, the wind. The wind is the one thing in every Ultima game that's just, it's gonna, one day, I'm gonna start the stream, and I'll just be a raving lunatic. I won't be saying anything coherent, I'll just be screaming. And when that day arrives, what's happened is, I have lost my nonsense because the wind in Ultima. All of the early Ultimas. I don't know if they get better about this. I somehow doubt it. But okay, cool. We are home sweet home. Alright, so tomorrow. Let me get us out of here. Actually, let me show you what we did. And then let me get us out of here. Today was pretty productive. We mapped out dungeon entrances. It wasn't what I was planning to do today. I was planning to actually just sit down and take the connection spreadsheet and work it out, or work some of the things that were going on in the connection spreadsheet and get through all that. But we found the dungeon entrance to wrong. We found the dungeon entrance to shame, which is over here. And we got the dungeon entrance to Hylosos. And discovered that there's just endless boats over here. But you can run if you can be fast. So I'm thinking that once we've sorted out the thing with a word, like unscrambled it, we should come here and try this again. Just stand here and chant the word or whatever. And then go here and try it again. Up here. Which you can see, but I cannot because all my user interface is obscuring this. But go there, say the word. But I actually think that what's going to happen is we're going to stand here, say the word over on this spot here, because this is the most ominous looking spot. And once we say the word here, we might get a dungeon entrance there, and that might be the abyss. Because there are other spots that look a little bit like that over here. You can see here again, there's fields there and here and here. And I don't think that these are tied to anything because until we get the whole upgrade, I guess we just can't get into any of these spots. So that's kind of what I think is going on. I'm not sure. Anyway, sorry about the last 10 minutes there. I had to walk away because it was a telephone call I had to take based on what's going on around here. So we are now 1 day away from me being gone for like about 10 days. I'm just going to call it from the 9th to the 20th. And if I'm around and if I can stream, great. If I am not around and I cannot stream, I apologize. But I'm going to just say that for the next 11 days, I'm not going to be streaming at all. And so we'll have to pick up Ultima 4 when I get back. But yeah. Goby Gamer says they gotta run, they have an appointment. Have a great day, Lost Wolf. Thank you so much. They probably won't hear this, they might see it in the VOD, which is good. Please have a wonderful evening. Please stay safe. I shall see you all soon. As I say, I'm uploading to YouTube slowly but surely. There's a spreadsheet here. The spreadsheet it's currently very empty, but if you look at some of the sheets, one or two of them have got like little bits filled in, like the original sheet that has all the games just dropped in a line. There's a link to Ultima 4's playlist in there, and I think it's an abandoned and miscellaneous or whatever. There's a link to the original stream attempt that I did like years and years ago in 2015, where I started streaming, realized that my upstream was terrible, and bailed. So there's like 4 sessions of games where I think, oh, maybe if I just make the FPS worse, it'll be fine. And we end by playing Fable, which goes like about as terribly as you'd expect. And I just give up for like 4 years and then come back and try again. And at that point, my upstream, which was the whole problem in the first place, is better, and I can stream. So right now that's up, and also Ultima 4, and in the coming days I'm going to start putting Titan Quest up so you can watch that as well. But yeah, as I say, please be safe. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last time that we meet like this for a little while. So if I don't see you tomorrow, have a great 11 days. If I do see you tomorrow, cool. Bye-bye for now. Have a wonderful evening, and good night.